looks cool with this backdrop of red. That's great. All right, so thanks for joining the Costa Rica meeting. Everyone here too. One change to start out is that Miss Bendixson is not going to be joining us this next summer for family reasons, and Perla was nice enough to go ahead and join our team. So Perla works in the front office. It's a great opportunity to go and explore and be more involved in student things. So you guys already know Perla a little bit. Okay, so she's going to be the other chaperone. So remember that, just some other details to remember. We are leaving the night, right? The night of the 14th, June 14th. This is a Sunday. We do leave at night. It's going to be a night flight. It's going to be the one where we have one layover probably in Dallas, and then we have the main flight is going to be over the night. And once we get there in the morning, we're going to start doing stuff. So it's kind of the same with Peru. It's going to be make sure that you're getting a lot of sleep if you can on that flight over. Okay. We come back on the 22nd, and that gives us 8 days in Costa Rica. Okay. We are the next meetings. Well, right now, today, main thing I want to talk about is fundraising. Okay. Because I've already done a little bit of shopping to do a fundraising event. I'd like to do a bowl-a-thon. This is one I've done with past nonprofits. It's pretty easy to set up. I've already talked to the bowling alley. We have some good information I'm going to share about this. The next meeting, I'd like to have the next meeting after the Thanksgiving break in December, where we start to, for the fundraiser and the bowl-a-thon, the idea was to kind of have it all worked out, have the meeting with the whole team to split up and see, well, it's a meeting for the whole team to just get basic information, but also for those that want to be involved in the fundraising, we can start to delegate out some shifts and what we're going to all take care of. Okay. If you're not interested in fundraising as a student, you're not interested, that part's covered, then you don't have to be involved in the fundraising. It's just for the students that want to fundraise some of their funds. Okay. I'm going to keep it just open to students for this. If you're a parent traveler attending, we're going to leave the fundraising opportunities for the students. Just so that you guys can get the most support with this. So the next meeting is going to be talking about travel details. It's going to be talking about travel details, packing, right? Packing, expectations. We're going to talk about, you're going to sign a contract that I'll have. That actually is going to come a little bit later. But we're going to talk about expectations. It's going to be starting to talk about, hey, you want to get some travel gear, suitcases, all this, what kind of stuff do you get? So I'll bring in some examples. This is going to be where everyone in the team can meet. It's going to be after school. Okay, so this is probably going to be in the evening, 6 p.m., and that's going to be in December. Okay, so our next meeting is going to be there with everybody. Fundraising. So this is really, really exciting stuff. So AMF is over on Freeport, right? Freeport and Fruit Ridge, kind of in that area by the airport. So what they're going to allow us to do is bring in a group of people, bring in 6 teams. So each team is about 6 people. We can have between 6 teams to 9 teams, so we can get more lanes. It's going to be on Sunday. So this is the main thing. It's on Sunday, January 12th at 2 p.m. That is not set in stone. That's your birthday?
Yeah.
We'll bring you a cake.
Okay.
We were already going to have a cake, so this is Luciano's birthday as well. Sunday, January 12th at 2 p.m., and this is at the AMF on Freeport. So what they offer, this is what I was able to get from them. Because we're a school, they work with schools. We're going to get free shoes, and we're going to get 2 hours. Right now with 7 lanes, but we can have up to 10 lanes. They can expand it pretty easily at that time. So the way that it'll work, there's going to be 2 sources of funds coming in. First, we're going to recruit people to organize their own team, or you kind of recruit 6 people to be on a team. So if you went over to, I go to my Brown Issues leadership and I say, you guys want to make a Brown Issues team? So basically they would organize 6 people. It would be $15 a pop to participate. That covers everything, cake, cake, shoes, and bowling. Weird combo. But, it's going to be $15 per person, right? This covers the entire cost of everything, plus a little bit more, okay? Anything that's extra is going to go into a scholarship fund from this part. Okay. Right now, I already have about $250 from things that I was able to get compensated for from Explorer Cup. So we're going to also, at this next meeting, we're going to send out the prompt that you can write a little short half-page essay on, like, you know, something why you're requesting the scholarship. Okay, so there's going to be a couple scholarships, probably like a 150, you know, a 100, and then whatever we get extra from the buy-in from each person is going to become a scholarship too. So that's a lot there. Okay, so then you're like, well, Luciano, you're like, how do I raise money for myself? Okay, this is where you or anyone that is on a team, you can. I'm going to give you a form, and on the form it has, okay, you're going to have the person's name and their pledge per pin that you get. So we'll take your best game. You'll probably play 2 games. You'll get, you know, if your uncle over the winter break, over the Christmas break, is saying, well, I'll give you $1 a pin because I know you're not that good of a bowler. Then after the event, you go in, you collect that money from the people that were donating to you, and that is your money. That is your money to keep and apply towards the trip. Okay, that's going to be between you and your parents. When we get to this meeting, we'll also have it where, you know, I want to be transparent with all the money that's coming in. I will make all that documented as well as for you guys. So your parents know how much came in, everything. You'll have some paperwork to turn in for that. Okay, but you know, this right here, if you did this and you have a team that, you know, your parents, maybe, you know, Nina has from her job, she's going to make a group of 6 from a group. She can raise money for you too. So you can solicit other people on the teams to ask their family members to recruit money for you as well. This could work out to be like a few $100s, okay, plus the scholarships, plus like a fun day bowling. I think it's a really win-win. We get to work together as a group. And the bowl-a-thon is going to be a costume party. So each team will have a costume theme, and we can have as many as like 60 people there. So we can keep adding lanes as teams want to join. So that's how we're going to do this fundraiser. I got the quote right here from AMF. And for the parents out there, you know, it's actually, I'm happy to do this. To reserve the lanes, it's $190. So I'll put down the deposit. That's fine. So I'll have all the documentation on recouping that as well. I want to be really transparent with all the money.
So we could do
like
any team you want, right?
Any
so
teams.
If we want, like, okay, we have like the student travelers on one team, and then we have the parents on the other team.
You can do that, okay. Or you can be like, well, I have a whole soccer team that wants to join, so I'm going to bring my own soccer team in. Okay. So it doesn't have to be all the students on one team and parents on the other. Parents, students, you can make your own team with people you recruit, and then we'll try to recruit other teams from clubs, from like Class of 2020. It's a really fun event. It's actually really fun. I've done 3 of these, and they've all been clockwork. It's pretty cool. Any other questions coming up? Any thoughts on that? Okay. Any thoughts on just questions about the trip?
We can fundraise on our own, right? Like,
you can also fundraise on your own. Some other ideas students in the past have done, like, you know, make dozens and dozens of tamales and then sell them, pre-sell to people at school. They pay you. This is your own fundraising outside of like school official, but it is something that you can exchange once you have them ready. I know a lot of students have done that before. It's kind of the same as like Girl Scouts aren't an official club or have an account on campus, but people who are part of the Girl Scouts come in and sell Girl Scout cookies. You know what I mean? It's similar to that. That's the level of fundraising we're doing for individuals. Okay.
But we're allowed to come to school and like sell the stuff to other students?
Well, I can't officially say that, but
okay.
That's why I said the analogy or comparison to like Girl Scouts, how they do that, it's for their individual fundraising. So you know, you are when you're going and I have like little talking points for you when you're asking for the donors here, because we are, you know, we have some part of our trip is also service learning. It's part of like the volunteering part. So that's a good thing to also bring up. I'm doing this. It's an adventure, and also we're doing some volunteer service there. People are more likely to donate if there's a cause. Okay. Yeah, the next meeting, more travel details, packing details. I'll bring in my bag. That's like the perfect. Do you have my bag too? Was it you that had my bag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got to bring it too. We'll be matchy. Extra points. I'll bring in my bag, which is the perfect bag to use over and over. It fits in the carry-on. So just to prepare, We're only bringing carry-ons.
No.
Yes, we are only bringing carry-ons. It will make your life so much better. How much was it better in Peru?
No.
It wasn't better?
No.
I already like your hiking shoes.
You wear, you know what? Give me a chance though. At this meeting, I'll break it down. There's some things that we can do. You know, maybe we can even have a collective bag. If everybody has some extra, we'll like make a collective. We'll drop money in to pay for it. The trip does not cover extra baggage, so that's one thing. Don't bring too much extra baggage on the trip. Any other questions? You're really worried about this already. Don't worry about the carry-on. You get basically 2 carry-ons. You wear your heaviest shoes, right? There's ways to do it. You worried about that too?
I pack a lot.
You do pack a lot.
You only
Okay.
need 2 shoes.
Yeah. So I'll break it down the suggested packing list. The good thing about this is Miss Tarman did this trip a few years ago, and she has all the same suggestions and things that I can bring up. So the main thing is you always bring extra stuff that you won't need. So we'll make sure we only bring the things we need, and then you'll see it's much smaller than anything. I think we'll have a moment. I'll check this. Maybe I could see we could do some laundry. If there's laundry services at some of the resorts, then you could just pack for like 3 days, 4 days. Half the time we just make sure we do laundry. That'd be better, right? Okay. Good questions coming up. Any other questions, thoughts coming up?
And you said it was low in elevation?
There's nothing too high elevation.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, just some other reminders in general. Make sure you're getting your passport, and it is valid through 6 months beyond the trip. Make sure you're talking to your doctor about vaccines and keeping that. I'm going to allow that to be on you guys for the vaccinations. And then also on Explorica on the website needs you all to update all your information. So on Explorica, update your passport number. Make sure it exactly matches your name because they're going to buy the tickets. And that's a big pain if there's like middle initials wrong or anything. Okay, so we'll get you keyed in on that very soon, so you're official. Your dad's still on board?
As of right now, yeah.
Okay. Let's
That
talk
might
more.
change.
Okay. So I will let everybody know as well. We have a private tour at 15 people, and right now we have 14 people. So if we do get one additional ad, which is kind of expected, is hoped right now, it's likely, we'll say likely, okay, then we'll be set in, no cost will change or anything. We just had about 4 people drop out in the beginning of the month, so that did put us in a different situation. It may, if we don't get that other sign up, it would tweak the cost by, well, it's less than $100. It'd be less. It'd probably be in the $60 range. It would be a change in the price, and I'm hoping not to do that. And I'll look into other options of that as well to keep the price as it is. But it is for the 15, and that wasn't relevant before because we had so many. We had 19 at that point, so we did lose 4, or we had 18 at that point. Okay, just I want to be really transparent with everything. But we'll just keep our fingers crossed, and we'll be all set. And let's talk as well. Maybe we can get some ideas on how to encourage that sign up. Okay. Any last questions? No? All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm going to send this out via email. The next meeting will be in December, a 6 p.m. meeting, and we'll do I'll do a doodle survey so you can pick which times work for you and all that stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for joining.